Alrighty, guys, we are back for round three. This time round, we are playing. We're watching Barncat, who's been rolling some really nasty Guardians, which has been good to see. Against a fellow named Graham. I'm not sure what he's running. We'll have to look it up. We'll see it in a second. Usual quick share out, and we're good to go. Tell you what, running tournaments, stressful stuff. It's not too bad. It's all right. It's manageable. Let's put it that way. Discord. Good to go. Right. So let's see what they go with. I can quickly check the rosters, but it's not really enough time to go in depth. All I know is that priority, I think, is on Barncat's side, I believe. And Alphonzo gets to choose the threat. It's all the other way around. We'll find out in a second. Bring up the old stream manager. No extra person for the commentating this time around. We had somebody drop, so we no longer have a buy, so no one to help out. Rightio. Stream review coming on. Up, top, down now as well. So, Alphonzo on our left, we got Black Cat Toad. Jeez, another Web Warrior. Miles, Moon Knight, Amazing Spider-Man, Ghost Spider, playing at 19. And Ghost Rider, Rogue. Nebula, Groot, Rocket, Star-Lord. Love this squad. Really strong. Rogue is something I've never thought about putting in Garden, so I'm keen to see what's going on there. Did Hyper get the pair down? Let me check my trusty notebook. This tabletop TO has not been cooperating today. Not even a little bit. Hyper is a win-win. And he is against... Sorry, just dealing with something else. Hyper is against Edward Johnson, who is also undefeated. So no, Hyper is currently not paired down. So priority is on Barncat's side, which I think he'd be happy with, to be honest. I mean, we're both 6 wide. Guardians definitely want to shoot first, ask questions later. So I feel like both players have gotten what they wanted, which is priority and not priority. So it should be interesting. I've not seen this one. So just to give you guys a rundown on some of the matchups we've got currently. So obviously our undefeated bracket. Undefeated bracket is this game, Barncat and Alphonzo. We've got Josh Deaton and Suzume should be playing. And they are. And Hyper Viper and Edward, or Exalted, is playing. So from that, we'll go to 3, and then we should get a pair down. We're either going to need a round... We're definitely having a round 4, Darren. There is also an option for a round 5, if it plays out correctly. So what are we rocking? We are rocking Demons, Deadly Legacy. This should be interesting. I would expect to see the Legacy probably pop off. And and you know, actually that KO a character. I expect to see that because, you know, because the demons should see a lot of trading of extracts back and forth. We do have Barncat on one side as well. It's actually some really tanky characters on that Guardian side. I've never thought about bringing in Rogue, and I'm kind of jealous I haven't thought of that because I've been using Gamora, and Rogue is just a better Gamora. Power phase and game on. As usual, get this little bit of tunes going in the background since I'm by myself. Oh, you're not just listening to dead air if I'm sitting here. It's been happening, Darren. Should come help commentate, mate. You're not doing anything. So, Rogue moving up top to take that. I'm happy with that. That's good. It's guaranteed. I would expect Amazing Spider-Man to probably come take this since there's probably nothing that's going to happen to him. Although, I dislike it because it will involve taking an Incinerate, which is not something you want to deal with. I mean, who goes up for that? Probably Toad, right? I'd be doing Toad, personally. I'd be doing Toad because I don't think Rocket can one-shot him. So there's a world where he just takes like 2 damage from Rocket and he can just medium move back. Me personally, I mean, I'm speaking from a Guardian's perspective. You guys probably haven't seen me stream at this time in the morning, but fucking morning sun coming out. Nebula saying, no, stuff you. I'm coming up and punching you in the face. I like this. What's going on here? I think the dice tray just mucked out for a second there. Crit, and we got 2 double reroll coming in for Nebula. God, I love Nebula. She pokes so hard for a little 4 threat. Web Warrior leadership, I'm assuming, plus the wow, holy crap, plus the Spidey sense into 4 blocks. That was big. It wasn't big, but that's it's unexpected. Let's put it that way. So Toad coming down, should be able to make that no problem. Needs to be careful here though, because unlike Rocket being able to only, you know, should only do a couple of damage to Toad. What's his name? Ghost Rider and Star-Lord. I mean, probably Ghost Rider has a decent chance of at least punching him pretty hard. Moon Knight will be particularly annoying for the Guardians to deal with. He hits really hard. I don't think he can get on that. Can't get on it. What time is it for you, Darren? That's dangerous. I would have stayed back as far as possible. It's really annoying those 3 dice are just stuck in that there. So 2 plus a reroll for being a Web Warrior. Winging it tokens turns into 3 hits. So this is what I'm talking about with Toad, right? Takes 2 damage, and I would expect to see him play Slippery. And there it is. That's why you got to do it in 1. That's why Toad is so strong. He is a little menace. Like, that's literal best case for Toad on that turn right there. So, I mean, the rest of this turn is pretty much just going to be repositioning everybody into the middle, right? 10 PM, nice. Means the little one's asleep, right? Finally got some time to yourself, mate. Black Cat taking the Incinerate. I am not upset about that if I am Barncat. Yeah, I'll be moving up as far as possible. As far as possible. That's it. Because you can hide behind that truck, that car. Size 2 car. Yeah. Robert's unseeable there, but he can see everybody on the board currently. We're not taking a shot with Rocket. Mark for death. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, he's got answers. That could be used on Miles as well. Savage on Miles. Speaking of Miles, he has stealth. Go Spider. Yeah, I'd be putting her kind of like in a really annoying spot, like up on top of this size 3 booth. So she's got mad cover and fairly tanky. And when she's pulling people towards her, they can be pulled backwards in this direction when they need it. Stupid question, but Go Spider definitely has Wallcrawler. Yeah, sweet. I know she was missing a bunch of other text compared to the other characters, but Wallcrawler ain't one of them. So, I mean, currently it's going to be 4 to 2 on Barncat. Might be worth him. I mean, Ghost Rider probably should be double moving to that central point to counteract it, so it becomes 3-2. Got the Wild. Takes 1 damage on Rogue, but does get pushed. Other way. Right? Yeah, push. Unless... decided to pull him in. Well, we're going for violence. Ooh, baby. I like it. That was the impact webbing. She's tapped out on power. That's strange, eh? Like, he had a nice opportunity there to just push her away and maintain power to protect Miles. And instead chose to not do that and to go hard in that aggression area. Has he taken any damage? Nah, shame. What's that? Surely that was... 2-3. I mean, it's got to be an impact webbing, right? Rogue should have taken the damage. I don't know. These guys know what's going on. Moon Knight rolls a hit, which I believe is attack dice. From memory, yeah, it's 2 dice. So you could get cute here and put a 6 dice and a 4 dice rapid fire into Star-Lord, which is it's probably worth it because he can't really do much with his power. He only spends it in 2s and 3s, so. You go for a swing, right? It's a 6 dice rapid. It's a 6 dice into a 4 dice. Like this is a world where your Moon Knight starts next turn with enough power for a spender, which is decent, and also potentially put some serious hurt down range. If you see me yawning and just tuning in, this tournament started at 2 in the morning for your boy and all the other Aussies in this, so it's now 7 a.m. Yeah, I like that. It's good. Probably the most difficult character for him to choose to rapid fire into, with a huge health pool and you know, 4 defense dice. But round 2 going in should be 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. You gonna compete in that one as well, Matt? Sorry, mate. I should actually open up my Discord. Yeah, all good. This happens sometimes with the lunch breaks with these big online tournaments. Maybe something came up for him who's been delayed, but yeah, that's the reason I built the big if you go to my webpage, so bondarkmoregaming.com, you'll see in the players pack there should have everything in there. So it's pretty strict. So everybody should have read it. Sadly, if we want to be able to finish at a decent hour, we will we have to be ruthless. Otherwise, we're looking at, I mean, my very first time going to when I say a major event, it was my first X-Wing World Championships. I'm talking about 200 player plus event. Day 1 started at 9 a.m. and we did 8 rounds and we walked out at 3 a.m. So 1 versus 1. Amazing Spider-Man doing what he does best, which is flopping the roll. Jeez, you'd be happy. The Ghost Rider kind of wants that power. Does he have to deal with the devil? He does, yeah. I mean, you absolutely just throw Ghost Rider in there. You don't care. He dies, whatever. You're just going to give him bulk power to do penance stairs. Yeah, see, that shouldn't have happened, Matt. Like, it's hard in person because people don't want to be, it's confrontational to just be like, sorry, mate, you're actually 5 minutes late. But, I mean, I just learned through my, like, hardcore X-Wing tournaments I went to that, like, man, the time's up. It's posted up. You're an adult. Like, this is for X-Wing in particular. You got to be there at the time, right? And if you're not there at the time, well, you being 5 minutes late has knocked the entire tournament back 5 minutes. So your 5 minutes has now cost, 200 players 5 minutes. So you've cost us 1,000 minutes of, time for all these people. Realistically it's 5 minutes, but whatever. Yeah, 100%. 100%. How you finding it, Matt? How do you find the tournament environment for MCP? We haven't really got many data points for tournament MCP. Like, it's mainly just the league, but it's interesting. I found most players realize just how short a time frame you have to look at things like people's rosters and stuff. So it's interesting seeing guys just stick with their gut feeling and back it. So Rocket coming up, looking at Deadly Duo. I like this because we're going to get to shoot Miles, probably well, not really anyone else. Interesting. We've got Mark for Death has been played on Miles, so he can't re-roll, and we have... I would pump Wingate tokens into this personally. Yeah, when you get a blank out, if there's an opportunity for you to push, unlucky. Unlucky. Pushes 2 through. Fingers crossed is that he gets the power to... nope. I don't think there's literally anyone else. Stealth, stealth, stealth. He might be able to shoot that amazing Spider-Man. In fact, I think he can. When you have a stealth en masse in your roster, sometimes it can be very frustrating. So we're just going again into Miles, and we're going to get him. So 3 damage, 3 power, and Rocket will pick up the legacy, and that's probably in a good place for him. He's got Groot sitting there next to him, protecting him, although Web Warriors are particularly good at pulling characters towards them, and that Rocket is the hell is that? Move, Deadly Duo, shoot. No, we've had 2 actions. Yeah, that's better. So got a good group here in Northeast US here, usually around 130 hours, never too many issues. Occasionally someone goes to time, but they're usually playing out a done deal. Yeah, chess clocks is something I want to explore. I haven't really done much of it. It's I didn't want to. This tournament series is already fairly hardcore, having an entry fee and stuff. So I didn't want to discourage every new player away from it. No, I think he just got his actions mixed up, Mark. So I didn't want to discourage too many people, but it's something to explore. Definitely keeps people honest. Mark for Death coming in clutch there, stopping the rerolls on Miles. Such a good card. Normally it's reserved for Black Cat, but I mean Miles is just as good. And it could have been used anywhere here in Moon Knight as well. So that's Rocket done. No field dressing sitting on the Web Warrior side, so that Miles stays will stick. Amazing Spider-Man coming in with a web swing. Where does he swing to? I was going to say, don't swing the rogue, that's a trap. So what is sneaky for Barncat to do here is, if he wants to, he can bring that rogue up and just walk and power drain the Ghost Spider and then Puncher, and he actually can spike quite high. So 1, 2, 3 into 2 blocks, so she'll take one, no matter what. That puts her spender online, I believe. Yep. 7 dice, size 4. Throwing S, and it's auto throw. Nasty. Trying again. 1 and 1. Takes another one, unless he wants to spend winging it. Yeah, that's what I figured, Matt. It's just good to be able to branch out of the league, get some stuff that doesn't, I harp on the league. The league is fantastic. Let me pretense that. It's unbelievable what it's done. 270 players or something this time around. Like it's just massive and it's fantastic. But one of the things that frustrates me most about it is that it's viewed as like the ultimate competitive thing out there right now, and it's just not truly indicative of what competitive play looks like, right? Because you get to see your opponent's roster, you get practice games into them, you get to discuss their roster with your friends over a week. Like it just makes no sense to me that you can think tank in a competitive environment, in the lead up. So Rogue coming in, I would really hope that she's going into. Oof. If that's what I think it is, that should be a power drain. It's 3 damage in a Ghost Spider. Yeah. And now punch. I don't think you gain power for that. Oh, they're all over it. Yeah, the Rogue power drain is savage. Like you just put 3 wounds on Ghost Spider, 0 repercussions. Like 0. That could have been on Amazing Spider-Man and it would have been 2 damage on him, which is, no small feat. And then you're looking at a punch, although his punch is not going well. It does have the wing in it token, so it can, if this spikes into a hit, nah, I wouldn't be chasing it. Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't chase it. Fuck it, chase it. It's not like you're gonna die. One more. I believe that has a sap power on it as well. Not that she has any. 1 block. And that's it. So 4 damage into her plus, and she gains only 1 power out of that. It's brutal. Part of competitive play is endurance factor. I fully agree. Yeah, man. I've done X-Wing tournaments for the whole last couple of years. Are kind of like 6 rounds day 1 minimum, and you're usually backing it into top cut day 2. So it is just like you can just get to the end of a tournament and just be completely fried. Question for you, Darren, or somebody. If you throw a character into your own... if I throw an enemy into my own character, do they make a dodge roll? If I throw an enemy into my own character, do I make a dodge roll? What do you think, boys? Try and look that up on the back as well. I think I agree with you. I think the answer will be yes. Right, so a fair amount of damage is sitting on this Guardian side. I mean, they got a lot of power for it, although it's all trapped behind Miles currently. Moon Knight, what did he roll? Oh, he rolled a skull, I think. He did roll a skull. This is Rocket Booby Traps. It's going to push 2 damage into Moon Knight, which is actually probably good for him because now he's got a spender if he wants it. Size 2, I think the push is, so you can't push Groot around, sadly. Doing the spender. Assuming this is into Groot. Or Ghost Rider, or what's his name? Ghost Rider. Zero blocks. The Rogue. Rogue is very tanky. Like, very tanky. Suppose she is probably targeted here, right? She has the legacy virus.
What did you get?
280. Or like 158 or something.
It's work tomorrow.
Night shift, yeah. I'll be right. You should be right, yeah.
Fair enough.
Where are we? I like the finals this time around, the random pair up. Yeah, I'm actually kind of okay with the random pair up. I've always thought that the you know, the seeded first plays 16th, second plays 15th is like, it's cool and all, but doesn't really matter, to be honest. What should be happening is if you go undefeated, you should get a bye or something like that. There should be a reward for being undefeated in Swiss. Like you skip top 32 or something. So Ghost Rider, Hell on Wheels. Who's over? Who are we punching? Should have gone to... he doesn't have enough for a beam. You gotta get rid of Ghost Spider. 2, 3 defense. 5, I would say, argue that that is probably a dead Ghost Spider. Sorry, just teeing up my finals game as well. Try and stream Morgan versus Pat. So we're doing med pack. Who are we topping up? Rogue, love it. Really solid. Really solid Ghost Rider activation there. Put Ghost Spider in the ground because she's an absolute menace and nobody likes her. And looks like nothing else happened. It's fine. They still need to dodge. Yeah, okay. Right. So if I'm Alphonzo, what am I doing here? Toad, he should just be sitting in the back. You just need to protect him. Black Cat, I would be considering trying to get the power together to get a steal from Rocket, because you don't really want to have to try and get that past Groot. Double block. Yep, he's sweet. We will see a triple reroll here though. Nope, double reroll. Worst case, he takes 2. Best case, he takes 1. Okay, he takes 2. So he lives on 1. Does get to do a medium advance. Probably worth it. What's left? Star-Lord. I would move towards the back point. Yeah, nice. Love that. And then you can trade out Black Cat. You can get Black Cat unleashed. To be honest, with the current position Nebula's in, it's almost worth putting a stagger on her to just limit it. Almost worth. I think 3 power for a steal is probably more important. Nice. Black Cat coming in. That's got a pierce on it as well, doesn't it? No, sorry, Toad. It's gonna do a push. Assuming that's his builder. This extra dice is unbelievably irritating. 2 hits. 2 blocks. Pretty sure he had a push available then. I probably would have gone for that. Not unless he has the intention of trying to daze here. Nice. Assuming that that is his reposition within 2, get out of range. Last thing you want to do is get punched by that. That's close. I think that's warrants on the like that's sitting on the just out of range side though. I mean, the only thing I'd be doing is I'd consider bringing Groot in such a way to stop any kind of shenanigans from this side of the board where they can webline pull Rocket out and pound him, especially after Rocket's activated. Personally, like if you move Groot to the other side of Rocket now, it makes it really hard for them to do that with Ghost Fighter. Sorry, brains melting down. There's a lot of damage sitting on this Web Warrior side of the board. That being said, he does have priority next turn and he will have all webbed up and it will be quite large. Hit crit, so Nebula. Wow, nice. That's good. Field dressing is still sitting there, no one in range, everyone activated. There's no world that Groot gets a power for that. Groot should just smash Black Cat twice, to be honest. She's starting next turn with the power anyway to steal. Yeah, I would just smash her now, put her in the ground, just give her heaps of power, doesn't matter. She's still got to use an action to move into base contact, so. Oh, sorry, range 1, whatever. It's basically base. You're playing Web Warriors as well, aren't you, Matt? Black Cat, reposition within 2. Sadly, 1 power short of a steal. How do you find them? Obviously, they're good. Like, Web Warriors are really good. But what are you pairing them with? Like, what's your counterpart to them? Groot punching on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, that's a big Groot roll. Oh man. I would expect Groot to probably put her in the ground this round. Two. The Mars leadership might be able to get out of this. Big reroll. Hey, that's big. Should means she gets an extra turn. Otherwise, she'd be getting killed next round. So he has Pyro, so he actually can steal and run. Whether that's his use of Pyro, I don't know. I think yes. I like that route. That's good. Make it cost 4. It doesn't change anything, but at least make it cost more. And that's a solid roster, Matt. That's really solid. Right, 5-5. Round 3. Priority is on Alphonzo's side. I think he has to pull the trigger on a steal run. I think he has to, but it will cost him Toad. But I think that the Toad one is going to be easier to recover than if this gets locked behind the Groot Rocket combo again. What do you guys think? Turn that right down. It's kind of annoying. Nice. So 4 power because of the root. Steel. Do you move it towards your Toad? Probably not. I'll probably move it up near Amazing Spider-Man and Moon Knight and Ghost Spider, to be honest. I like that. I like that a lot. I really like that. Whoever goes to get that is out of it for ages. He is in that danger zone though, because if Rogue moves over there, she can just power drain. If she rolls a single hit, crit or wild on 5 dice, Black Cat's dead. That'd actually be worth it, to be honest. If I was him, I'd be looking at double moving that Rogue and power drain. Because that Rogue will be sitting there worth 2 victory points a turn. I don't think she's required for the rest of the team here to contest with the middle. I think with Ghost Rider, Nebula, Groot, Rocket, Star-Lord. I think that's more than enough to handle what's left here. And I would also argue that oh yeah, lovely, nice one, all webbed up, good play. That stops Rogue this round. Setting up for the pass. Believe that Toad can just straight do that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So he's setting up essentially to escape. Try and get out of here with his 2 legacy tokens. We do have a Toad activation. So we got 1 activation for Barncat to essentially stop Miles from getting this, but he might have 2 activations really, because Toad will have to pass it and then Miles will have to activate, so... Rogue going first. Yeah. Charging, possibly. She's paid 2 for it. Unlucky. I would not chase this. I would not chase this. I would drain power and then I'd punch her again. Don't think that was worth a wing it token, to be honest. Drain power. This is a deadly bit. 4. So I'm talking about. The rogue is just disgusting. So that's going to be 4 damage into Ghost Spider, now Puncher. Or if you had 1 more power, I want 2 or 3 power for a throw. She also has a character throw as well. 3 power. So if he didn't charge then, he could have walked up, drained, thrown her, and then punched someone else. She's actually going to live. That's crazy. He's 1 power short though. I think he had 4 power. Did he have 5 power? He has to have 5 power because he's paid 4 already. I think yes. I mean, you can go with Ghost Spider, but to be honest, I think that's a trap because she's got no power. So you're not going to really get a big activation here. And I think he's probably better off starting the thing with Miles, pass it to Miles from Toad, and then reposition Miles whenever he gets a chance. He needs to be careful though, because Nebula's staring down the barrel of Miles with 2 spenders. And she will get to respond before Miles gets to run away. So there's a world where Miles doesn't make it out of that. In fact, I don't think he does. I think he's dead anyway. I like this option better. Just run. And hop. And is this a May? May remove 1 special condition. Let's see if he remembers it. Nice. Love to see it. Got a character in each corner of the board. So I don't think that we're going to see legacy viruses going off this round or this game. This is Ghost Rider. I want to say it's into Gwen. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Going to Amazing Spider-Man. No, we're not. We're equipping. Miss. So we're looking at 5 hits into 4 blocks. I think that is still a dead Gwen. Huge. Well, not huge, but, yeah, decent. Wraith finally wins his first game. Let's zoom out so I can get all these damn characters in the table. Something like that. Okay, we're putting it back on. What's going on here? I've deemed her as surviving. She's definitely not surviving this. It's a tough choice for Alphonzo here because you can do Miles. He's in danger zone in that he's on his injured side, or you could Moon Knight's also set up in a bad spot. Well, actually, everything's activated around him, so shed cover. How? I mean, the Ghost Rider was inside of her. Ghost Rider was there. She was there. That's a bit that I just don't know. Yeah, me neither, Darren. But, you know, these guys are both really good players, so... I assume they're all over it. Yeah, be careful going for this rogue, man. Seeing what she can do, and you're leaving yourself tapped out next to her. So we're bringing him up. Venom Blast, love to see it. And you got enough to get it and run as well. The run next turn though. 3 crits, 2 blocks, so 1 damage. 2, 3, what's that? 6, 3 damage, it's not bad. 3 damage plus he drops it and you pick it up. That's solid. Really solid. Power to Ghost Rider, good. That's the thing about Ghost Rider and Guardians, man. It just steadily powers up. Ooh, this could hurt. 6 dice, energy spender. With reroll all into 2 defense. Oh no, you got rid of the you shook off the what's the name? Oh, trip block. Not bad. 6. 3 going through. Teleport within 1. Nice. I mean, he owns the center of the board. Put Rocket in the middle, Groot down one end, Star-Lord at that end. That's 3 victory points right there, and then just hold faith that you can pull that off of Miles next turn. Moon Knight, blank, power. Medpack into Miles. Yes, I like this. Moon Knight has to kill Nebula. I don't think killing Rogue is required now, and I don't think going to Ghost Rider is the answer either. He has to kill Nebula. He can do it. Just 4 rapid fire. Should be solid. Unless he rolls like that. Needs to get a hit. Unless it's the bow staff. Oh, he's so close to the stagger. So close. Let's try again. Yeah. Trip lock. I was into Rogue, wasn't it? He's got an amazing Spider-Man to go versus 3 activations to Barncat. I'm passing if I was him. I'd go pass. See if he leaves Groot and Rocket separated to try and get maximum victory points. To try and keep up with the legacy virus. Tired yet? Yeah, bro. I was tired a long time ago. I was tired when I woke up. Groot, Rocket. You could move Groot to the left-hand side of that middle point in around here. Just move Groot there and then move Bunny Hop Rocket to here, and you could try and snipe. You could try and snipe that Miles. This is dangerous because you are letting Amazing Spider-Man have a punch on Rocket with 7 dice, and he'll have 1 dice in defense. This is so dangerous. I don't think that this needed to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, Rocket's just going to get powered up, right? He'll be looking to double Rocket spenders the next turn. Speak of the devil. I know when I'm a Guardians player, the thought of Rocket being undefended without an Incinerate token is like, it has to really be worth it. This is not so much worth it, but this could be fatigue kicking in. We are on round 3 of a fairly large turn. For auto cover. Ooh, unless you get that. So Rocket Dazes. Okay. Bit of power on Amazing Spider-Man. Doesn't go astray. He's got, I think he's got whatever a spider can, doesn't he? Can't do that more than once, can he? No, can only do it once. It's not worth punching Ghost Rider. He's going to feed him. He's going to feed him up. Interesting. So Assuming the Groot just moves in the middle, holds a central point, we're looking at a 1, 2, 2, 4. So 7 to 9, which is in this type of slow game is that's actually a decent swing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just do this Groot move first. This Groot move happens first. That rocket death does not need to happen. Just out. Close. Right, so 7 to 9. We're looking at round 4. How long left in a round? We are looking at 36 minutes. All webbed up is finished. That was a really nice all webbed up play. That essentially kept Black Cat alive. Because if not, I think Rogue would have killed her. Rocket incinerated, so I think he has to start with Groot or Rocket here, to be honest, because if he doesn't, Rocket's dead. I think he needs to get the defenses up and running on those two again. Needs to daze this Toad as well before he gets away. It's a tough call for him. If he doesn't activate Groot or Rocket, I would expect Rocket to be removed on Alphonzo's first activation. I'd also expect this Toad to get dazed. Miles seeing just how far he can run. While they figure this out, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll be back. I am back. Apologies. So what are we doing? Moon Knight. Judging from a single roll like that, that will be a Moon Knight. Crit means he gets an extra move. Rocket sitting out here and no damage on Toad. That is one sad Rocket, and he's probably going to die for that. I would expect him to hop, kick him and kill him on one, and just walk back. Moon Knight's doing his spender. Miles moved to Black Cat. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, that is one of the worst Moon Knight spenders I have ever seen. Luckily, Moon Knight spender does not require anything. It just happens. Where is he? Just push and place yourself within one. So good. So good. Still Moon Knight. Yeah, be like. So he used his free, no, that's the place off of the move. Now he gets his free move action and takes a point. Nice. I don't expect him to stay there and live for very long, but he's still there. You're forcing Barncat to having to deal with it continually. I don't... Ooh. Yeah, great play. Great play. I will say Alphonzo is very conscious of his stealth at all times, and I really like to see that. Like, that is really top-notch. Nebula coming in. She should daze this Moon Knight. Should. And is. Yep. Moon Knight dazed. And she should place on this side and get an additional attack into Amazing Spider-Man. Probably with a spender. Yeah, she's got enough for it. A few too many dice there with Incinerate. That's big. 3, I think, going in. I would probably equip that if I was him. Whip was not good enough. Hit into a hit. Or hit into a crit. Got even better. So it's interesting. So you got Moon. There's a lot of power sitting on that Amazing Spider-Man currently. Options available for Barncat. To be honest, Rogue's only got 1 health left. If Rogue wasn't damaged like that, I'd probably say she could take Miles and Black Cat. But I don't think she can. Which means I think Ghost Rider has to go up there. He has to shake the slow and then advance long. And probably medium move. And then deal with them next turn. It's crazy how like he can be like Barncat attrition wise is this close. He's this close and they're just escaping. And I think it'll unravel the game for him unless he can. I mean, Ghost Rider absolutely has to punch it, not in that direction. If you're going to do that, you should have just moved up and done a penance stare, right? 10 dice penance stare and just put him in the ground. You would have had 2 defense. You would have just absolutely pumped him and taken 3 power off him as well. Yeah. Untidy, that one. I think that was... Sometimes, like, Juggernaut is a prime example of why sometimes a move and one single massive attack is better than an advance into 2 smaller double attacks, right? Specifically for characters like Amazing Spider-Man, where it's already difficult to get through his defense, so you need to do it in overwhelming odds. I think a walk and a penance there would be much, much better there. And Amazing Spider-Man would have also been sitting on 3 power if you dazed him. So Amazing Spider-Man, Toad, and Black Cat left. I don't really see much changing in the rest of this turn. That's big. I wonder if that's actually into Groot. No, Groot is out of range. It has to be into Ghost Rider? Yeah. So we're dishing a wound. Killed Nebula, but we traded a a damage into Amazing Spider-Man from Ghost Rider's ability of dealing damage to crits. Nice. So we still got 3 activations. I would think that Groot could probably... I don't know. Groot could maybe get through that. So I guess Star-Lord's going to be the one that heads out to try and take on Miles and Black Cat. I mean, he's been building power for a while now, so... Touching, yep, can throw something into it. Size 3. Size 4. 1 so far. It's a full reroll though. Just throwing in something in Amazing Spider-Man, I'm assuming this is. Yeah, the building. Full reroll. Size 3 building, he needs all these to pass. Hey, so close. Miles leadership. Is it defense only? What the hell's Miles? Defense only. Shame. So Amazing Spider-Man days. That being said, he's now unleashed. He's now got full power. He's got his whatever spider can, which is that 8 die spender, which is 8 attack die spender, which is fantastic. Toad should actually be moving to there and getting cover. TBH. But then he gets 2 attacks into him. Can he get... No, he doesn't. Doesn't have the power to get to here. So he's going to get moved and shot. That's just a dice off down there. Star-Lord, I would expect. I'm expecting Star-Lord to head down here. I would say that probably Star-Lord could potentially get with a double move into range 3 of both those. Downside is he won't have priority, so if I was moving into range 3 there, I would stagger it with Black Cat would be my priority action. Wow, okay, looks like we left Star-Lord there. I mean, if you own all 3 of these plus Toad, we're looking down the barrel of... Is that 4 a turn? So you go to 13, old mate goes to 14, and then you go again. That is a slow path to victory. Booby trap. Sneaking 2 damage in on Amazing Spider-Man. Lovely. Right before Rocket gets annihilated. Is the map a street racing map? Yes, it is. Yeah, cool cars going through. What's the name of the map? It is called Madripoor Street Race. In the terrain pile just there. I think it's in the strict one as well. So it's competitively built. Right, we're going to put 8 dice into Rocket. Spoiler alert, he's dead. Three damage into Rocket. Pistol medium advance. He web swung there, which means the next time he does a spider strike, we're looking at 7 dice physical. Who would I put that into? I'll probably put that into Rogue if I could reach it right now. And remove 2 of his activations so I can push it home. It's well timed. One, two, three. One block. She is dazed. She does have wing in it. Or she's dazed. Yeah, there's no way she gets out of that. Really, really top-notch. Amazing Spider-Man activation. Good use of priority. We do have a field dress sitting on Ghost Rider. He is out of range, which means you'll have to use an action to move there. I would move there and put a 6 dice hit into Moon Knight personally. That's what I'll be doing. So current standings is Barncat's actually on top. Josh Deaton is second. Graham is in third, which is Alphonzo. This is his first and third playing. Suzume is in fourth. Hyper Viper in fifth. And Exalted is in sixth. They're our undefeateds. 1, 2, 3. That would be a penance stare, would it not? Not. What are we doing? It's massive, whatever it is.
How goes the stream, Vaughn?
Good, mate. Still putting away. Coming to the back end of it, actually. We shouldn't have long left. 15 minutes. It's Groot, I think. Is that Groot into Amazing Spider-Man? Really? Yeah. Interesting. Does he need to do damage with his big attack? No. Does not. Looks like we're riding Rogue off, which is probably fair. I mean, field dressing her really does nothing. Still slowed. So I think the slow moves still put him in range. I think it does. Probably worth it. Pretty sure the advance as well gets him around the slow.
Yeah, the Hell on Wheels should still allow him to move as long even with the slow.
Easy, in range. I would expect this Toad to finally die. he's dead. So Toad dazes. We've still got power and an action left, so he'll pick up the Legacy Virus. Luckily, after you didn't have to use 2 actions to get there, so you can still go pick it up. That being said, he's only going to get 3 to 2, so he'll go to 12. Alphonzo will go to 14. Slow would mean Ghost Rider can only advance short. I vaguely remember something along those lines.
It changes your printed speed, but not any of your superpower speeds.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I believe it gets around it. Because I remember having an opponent this season who, once he found out that he could just advance along and bypass the slow, he tunnel visioned on it and actually lost him the game. So Miles is done. Rogue is dazed. We've got Star-Lord to go, who I expect to just sit there still. Honestly, Star-Lord needs to go and... I don't know. We are choosing violence, but with Black Cat still on a healthy side, violence is not the option he needs here because he can't fully wipe him.
Oh, well, that's the Senator thing, not slow. That's why we're, yeah.
Yep.
The Senator and the Kree Core sets our speed is slow, then you can still do superpower. In this case, though, because he is slowed, he is actually advances slow off his power, so that wouldn't be a legal move. That's what it is.
Do we attempt to recover it, even though we're 3 actions down? I think the answer is not currently. They really need to get a there's so many interactions in this game at this point now where I actually think they need to just go through and just go blanket, this is the answer to this rule. Speed is this, your speed will always be this. Because it's just too confusing.
Yeah, it's hard to look up in the rules for mid-game for that kind of thing.
Even that's it. Like, trying to quickly get in. Like, we've got Madalix in there like an absolute legend.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
And that's only, I find that forum, unless you're actually using it all the time, it's actually quite difficult to get the answer you're looking for out of it. If you know how to drive, it, it's not too bad.
Yeah, but I have more luck Googling and finding the answer on the forum than actually searching the forum itself.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Google's search parameters are better because I always find I go to the website. So we're going to field dress Rogue. Rogue is now going to come back and capture this final point.
With 5 power, Rogue can do a lot.
True. I don't think she's going to do anything though. I think she's just going to move back and hold the point. Rogue's done some awesome stuff this game, but I just think the first couple turns, Barncat's Rogue play was awesome. She's kind of been dead in the water since she got hit with the slow, to be honest. Round 6, 14 to 12, still kind of close. So let's assume that let's say Barncat can capture this bottom legacy QR and Rogue goes over and, I don't know, power drains and makes one of these guys drop what they got. I still don't know if he wins that because Toad priorities on Alphonzo and he's just picked it up and he's running.
Oh yeah, Toad's just gonna double move, slippery away, or hop away. No, he has no energy to do that, but double move at least.
So literally, yeah, I agree, Madalix. All that needs to happen for this game to be tied at this round is he needs to secure this cube. He needs to secure 1 QR and control all 3 points. That's all. with what his character sitting on 1 health, I don't expect to see it happen. All that Alphonzo has to do is basically daze Rogue, doesn't he? And he wins. So if Alphonzo dazes Rogue here, Barncat will get 15, and then that's it. So literally his next activation has to be the daze Rogue. So if I am in Barncat's position right now, I have to use Star-Lord, and I have to kill Amazing Spider-Man, the tankiest character in the game.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah. He's recognized it. He's got his 7 dice. We're doing a spender. It has not gone well. But he has a plucky attitude as long as it doesn't roll a hit right now. Yeah, he can plucky this. Let's see if he remembers. Yeah, we're plucky. Nice. Try again. Plucky has been the same. Winging it. So, I mean, he's going to cripple Amazing Spider-Man. We're going to put 3 conditions on him, which I would say would be shock, bleed, and slow is what I would go for. Yeah, shock, bleed, slow. Really shock, bleed, slow. Why did we just reroll? There was 3 wilds there. Why did we just reroll? Oh, Amazing Spider-Man equipped him. Gotcha. I'd probably go shock and bleed, knowing that he can just range 3 teleport. I would shock and bleed. Give yourself.
Place the slows, not as
useful. I mean, all that really matters is that the attack on Rogue doesn't happen.
How much damage does he have left?
He's a Spider-Man?
He's got plenty. Yeah, he's got plenty.
Yeah, he's got heaps of health.
I wouldn't even worry about the bleed then. I would just say shock and slow.
Yeah, true that. It's a disappointing Star-Lord activation. But actually kind of what I expected. I didn't really expect much. 5 dice attacking Amazing Spider-Man isn't just an effort in frustration.
Spider-Man has plenty of defensive tech to stay alive.
Oh yeah, especially if he's got power like this. Round timer.
About 5 minutes left.
Nice.
What's going on in the corner over there? Is he just hiding some cures?
Oh yeah, he's been hiding there for a long time. Black Cat's been there since like the second turn.
A decent strategy.
Yeah, well, she was on 1 health. I mean, like, it made sense, and it was a good play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Toad's been kind of going around the world.
As Toad loves to do.
Miles coming in. It's interesting he's bringing Miles in for this, because if this fails, it's full danger zone.
Oh yeah, Rogue can counterpunch Miles.
Right, like his part of his win condition is Miles maintaining control of that. But that'll do it. Actually, huge block. She takes 1. She has wing in it, so she has a wing in it. Spinning it? Cover. No winginess required. It's interesting though, because
range.
look how much power that he's dumped out to do that. She can sit on point and power drain him and punch him as well.
Yeah, with the charge, that's going to be a
I don't think
counter punch.
I don't think I'd I wouldn't charge. I would just move and power drain. I think it works out better. Because if you punch him, you're going to charge him up. Power draining doesn't even get defense dice against, just take damage.
But he's still on full health, so 5 dice.
Oh, you literally can't die from it, right? He'll be on 1. But she has a throw as well, so she can throw the container or the car that he's sitting on, plus power drain him. Like, super risky. Let's see the roll. I think because of that failed charge, he might be 1 power too shy. Oof, there's the 5. Take 4 damage.
Oh my goodness, and then the throw. Or is he down power for the throw?
No, he's got 1 power. Yeah, I don't think he has enough power. I think he's like literally got 1 power too short because of that failed charge. Yeah, because of the failed charge. Unless we're just doing an attack here, or what's going on? Must be an attack. All right. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man can still come in and daze her and take the point, right?
True, yeah. He's got plenty of movement.
She will pick up the power core and she finishes her activation, and she should remove that incinerate.
Well, does she have the movement, or Spider-Man have the movement now? Because she's pretty far away and he is slowed. Maybe just for a single attack, the teleport, then a single short move.
Yeah, I might just jump over to their channel real quick before they get real quick in this. I'll be right back. Hey boys.
14 to 12 is your W, sir. Well played.
That was a long, fought-out match, man.
Sure. All right. Good game.
Yeah.
14-12, your favor, sir.
Already?
That did not sound well. Okay, so 14-12 to Alphonzo. So, 15-minute break while we just sort out the next round, and there should be the final round, I think, depending how the standings look after this. So yeah, see you in 15 minutes, guys. Peace out.